Next comedian coming to the stage, we enjoy him, and I think you will too. Give it up for William K.
Thanks, Joe, for setting me up. I had chlamydia once. It was 30 years ago. And yeah, they stick that Q-tip up your dick. I kind of liked it. It's okay though, it was like 30 years ago. I get antibiotics and all that shit, and I know who gave it to me. Fucking crack whore. So are there any college kids in here tonight at all? Okay, finally, fuck, yes. Now I don't have to throw away my whole fucking set. Welcome to Oregon. You can bicycle in the nude here, you can go to fairs in the nude, you do a lot of shit in the nude, you go to the forest in the nude, you go to the hot springs, about 60 miles east of Eugene is Terwilliger Hot Springs, clothing optional. I love to go there. If you want to get through this with me, okay, just picture me naked, standing in the woods about waist deep in hot sulfur water, and just think of that for the next 6 minutes and we'll do just fine. Had a great day today. My boss wasn't there. I guess his mother ended up in the hospital. Her first time, she was like 68 years old, and she went in there for a gallbladder surgery. First time in a hospital? She'd never been in a hospital in 68 years. And shit, I'm 5 years younger than her. And I've been in the hospital dozens of times. And some of them were not ordered either. So, anyway, yeah, you're gonna love Oregon. It's a great place. Bicycling always makes the top 20 list. I hit once on my bicycle in Eugene, actually. Hiking. Great place to commit suicide. Highest rate of depression, I think, in the United States. Highest high school dropout rate. Highest use mental illness is ranks very high here. Yeah, number one in a lot of categories. But some college students, great. That sucks for you, though. Could be worse, though. You could be in the working world, like me, and that really fucking sucks. Office politics. Have you all seen the movie Office Space? Yeah, that's a fucking documentary. They won't tell you that in college, but it is. And Dilbert, before that asshole said those racist comments, that was a fucking documentary too about the workplace. Yeah, you don't want to get involved in office politics, and especially not office romances. Believe me, fucking, that's how I met my wife here. So avoid that shit at all costs. And they have this thing, every year they'll do this thing called an annual performance review. And is everybody familiar with this at all? It's a yearly thing, a ritual where they get together and basically sit you down in a small room and tell you how you suck and how badly you suck. And I don't need that because I already know how much I suck. I know my boss knows I suck. All my co-workers know I suck, and now you know I suck. But no, it's this ritual where they got to come up with like a 10-page form. They list out, detail, and analyze all the different ways in which you suck, and then put you in the tiniest room in the building with your boss, nose to nose, eyeball to eyeball, while he explains to you why you suck. And 15 minutes before you go in that room, they give you the piece of paper with why you suck on it. And that's so you can come up with a response. I use that time for good use. I go and take a big dump. That way, at least maybe some of it will waft over when I'm in that little room, and I'll be doing to my boss what he's been doing to me for a year. So anyway, he tells me all the reasons why I suck, and also how I might improve myself. And that ain't gonna help, because we did this a fucking year ago. And a lot of good that did. Anyway, could be worse though. There's like peer reviews. That's how you find out how just how dysfunctional your workplace is. Like some people say, oh, he's just great, and they're fucking clueless. And some people say, oh, he's number 2 on my list. And that could mean a number of different things. Or the self-review, where you're supposed to evaluate things you're good at and things you suck at. Like, okay, I suck, my office isn't really neat, and my emails I don't do right, but you know, I don't jack off in the company restroom as often as I used to. That's a good thing. And I'm on time 90% of the time. And about then they go, aha, caught you. You're only on time 70% of the time. Anyway, it all goes up to HR, personnel. And you don't want to fuck with those people at all, believe me. None of you are probably old enough to remember the good old days when HR were the nice people you went to ask if the company dental plan covered your upcoming root canal. Those were happy times. Now, if you're talking to HR from anybody from HR, you should probably have a lawyer present. I mean, the first question, and not Tom's, he's a criminal defense lawyer. So unless you commit a crime, and basically if you're talking to HR, you might as well assume you committed a crime in their eyes. But if if a cop stops you, you can ask him, am I being detained? And the cop says yes, then you don't have to answer any more questions. HR won't give you that fucking luxury. HR has ways to screw with you that most police departments have never even conceived of. I still like fucking with them though. I got them convinced I'm bipolar. And they love that shit. Because they get to dig into their EEOC manuals and look it up and say, oh, is that covered? Oh yeah. Do we gotta make any special condition? Yeah. Do we get any tax breaks for hiring this asshole? Oh yeah, sure. How do we fuck him over on a federal level? So they get off on that. The joke's on them because I'm not bipolar. I'm schizophrenic. Anyway, thank you very much for your time. Have a good night.
Give it up for William Kurth, everybody. It's always nice when I'm not the only comedian on blood pressure medication. So, but yeah. Real quick, since there's a bunch of people here,